This is a Indian Motorcycle 116 Thunderstroke motor, and today I'm going to explain to you why I had to split it all the way down to the bare crankcase. If you don't know me, my name is Bicasso, and I bought a 2022 Indian Chief Dark Horse from the insurance auction. I buy wrecked bikes and I rebuild them, and then at some point I give them away to somebody on my channel. Now, as I got into this project, I had people, once they saw the extent of the damage of this motorcycle, that they would just take it to a dealership and have them do it for them versus me doing all the work myself. Well, I'm going to explain kind of why I decided to do this myself, especially as myself. I don't have any engine removal experience. I've never taken the motor apart, but here we are today with this motor completely taken apart. So when I got this motorcycle from the auction, I spent around $3,500 on the bike after all my fees and shipped to my front door. When I got the bike, I knew that it already had an oil leak in the motor. However, I did not expect the leak to be coming from the crankcase. I originally thought it was coming from the primary cover, which is on that side where you see that nice Indian logo. That holds the clutch basket, but unfortunately, the damage was far worse. It's actually a crack from whatever happened to the bike in the accident in the crankcase.
All right, so as you guys can see, this is the crack in the motor right here. It's a crack right there, and there's a crack, multiple cracks right there. So clearly this is not supposed to be here, and there's one or two right there, right by these case bearings, which appear to be unaffected. After we flip the motor over, you can see there's one bolt right there, another bolt right there that's actually broke off into the frame. You can also see right here, this is where I'd imagine the blunt force hit as it pushed up, and that's what caused those cracks inside the case.
So I had a decision to make. I could either give up, or I had multiple decisions. I could either give up, cry about it, or take it to a dealer and let them do it for me, or I could hunker down, figure out how to take motors out, figure out how to take this thing apart and find somebody to fix it for me. Now let's just assume I decided to take this bike to the shop and have them do this for me. So, being that the motor was already in the bike, I had never taken the motor out of a motorcycle before. Let's assume a shop rate of around $100 an hour, meaning this is what the shop charges to do labor per hour. Now I know that can be on the low side. Sometimes it can be 120, it can be 150. So just $100 an hour, and let's assume it takes 5 hours to remove the motor from the motorcycle. So it's going to be at least $1,000 to remove it and put it back in, assuming everything goes according to plan. Again, this is a wrecked motorcycle. Things could not always go to plan. So now we're at $4,500, right? And being that this is a dealership, dealerships aren't going to want to, I guess, repair anything. They're going to want to simply replace every single part that they can, because that's technically the right thing to do. And of course, they get a little kickback from, I guess, the parts, right? So a crankcase for a 2022 Indian Motorcycle 116 Thunderstroke, or really a Thunderstroke, because it doesn't really matter between the 111 and the 116, you're looking at, let's just say, $4,000 for the case. Not for a half of it, but you have to buy it as one solid piece, the left and the right hand side, even though the left side is the only part that's damaged. So now we're looking at $8,500. Not including all of the individual little parts like the bearings and any other pieces that the shop is going to see fit to replace. Then we haven't even included how much is it going to cost for them to tear the motor apart and then put the motor back together. We can say, let's just assume on the low side, right, 6 hours. So that's going to be another $1,200. So now we're well over 10 grand into our wrecked motorcycle that we got for $3,500, and this is only involving the motor. This does not involve the exhaust situation that we have with this bike, the front rim, the dented missing handlebars, the missing speedometer, ride command, the bent rear fender. There's a lot going on with this motorcycle. So this is all simply involving the motor. So now you can easily see why somebody that has a wrecked motorcycle, they're going to want to do this work themselves, because the price can easily go well over your original budget. So again, I had a decision: dealership or learn it myself. Clearly, learning it myself was the no-brainer. But somebody like myself that has never done this before, obviously it was going to be an uphill battle. So once I was able to get the motor out, it gave me a boost of confidence. And then, of course, reading the manual, I basically went over every single thing that I could learn about how to take this motor apart. And the beautiful thing about this Indian Thunderstroke motor, and I thank the engineers for this, is how well it is designed. A lot of the pieces that I thought that I was gonna have to take out individually, like the cams that a lot of people have replaced for more performance, that simply comes out as one solid unit. The crankshaft, where the pistons and the rods and all that connects, one solid piece. The oil pump, the balancers, the clutch basket, all of these big things that we obsess over when it comes to motors, is designed so well as far as taking it apart, it all just comes out. So that made working on this a lot easier than I originally expected. So I'm very thankful for that. But once we get this, I guess, fixed, I have a welder on standby that's going to fix these cracks. We're going to at least try to fix the cracks, because this is my logic. Even if I was going to replace the cases, not have somebody attempt to weld it and fix the leak, I still had to tear the motor down, and I still save money not only on removing the motor, but also tearing the motor down myself. So the way I look at it, if we're really going to do this the right way, this still had to happen regardless of the situation. And now that we've taken this apart, all of that knowledge on what I've learned from taking the motor out, taking this motor apart, is all here. So if I had to do this again, hopefully I don't have to do it again, it would go a lot smoother. But another good thing about me taking apart this motor, we found out previously that this motor only has 3,100 miles on it. That's it. This is a wrecked motorcycle with only 3,100 miles on it. It's barely past its break-in. There's a lot of individual bearings and seals on this motor that are still good. Now, of course, we got like primary cover seals and camshaft seals. Those individual seals are going to have to be replaced, and also the seals like this. But as far as these individual bearings where the camshafts connect in, the transmission connects in, those are still good, and I'm not looking to replace those unless, you know, something gets in them and something contaminates them. So that is my explanation on why I took this motor apart. It came down to me wanting to learn how to do it, and also a huge money factor. So let me know what y'all think about this down below. Would you have gone this far as taking this motor apart like this, or would you just have somebody to do it? And I know some of us have friends that would have done this for a little bit of nothing or over a weekend with beer, but me, I'm a curious person of learning with motors. I didn't grow up with motors, so I've always been curious on how they worked. And now that I had the opportunity to do it, I like showing you guys what it takes to do this. Like I said, I'm very thankful that the engineers over at Indian Motorcycle and Polaris designed this motor in a way that it can be taken apart and put back together fairly quickly. And for a novice like myself, it made the process so much easier. So if you have not seen me take the motor out of this motorcycle or seeing all the damage that bike has, you can click right here and see that video, head over there and see how I got it out. And also, being that I give away motorcycles, you can click right here and head over to my website and see what I got going on right now. But as always, thanks for listening to my story, and if you're subscribed, which I hope you are, so you see the final result, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.